Hello, everybody. Welcome to live stream, Cajole's first live stream ever. We're figuring out tech stuff at our house. Not our house, my house.
I don't live here.
But a good friend Alex Calvert's here to talk about his campaign. Hello, everyone in the chat. I just want to first welcome you.
Oh.
You're in LA now after being in, where were you for the last couple months?
Vancouver, Canada.
What were you doing?
Hanging out, It was getting some plans ready for this campaign. Thinking to myself, how could I get Matt naked?
Matt naked, and we're going to be talking about, hopefully he's standing by.
We're going to have the VIP here himself?
Yeah, we're going to have him FaceTime in.
Oh, great. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm David. Just so you know, I'll try to moderate and host this as best as I can. We might have a little surprise for you at the end of this live stream for a chance to get a signed piece of memorabilia.
Ooh.
We have a authentic wardrobe trading card from Arrow, and we're gonna have Alex sign it for someone. If we can get someone to bid over $150 before the stream's over, we will have it go to that person. And we had some people who backed your campaign already.
Yes.
They've written some questions on the comment board of your campaign, and we're going to go through those. And anyone who's tuning in, if you want to ask them a question, just go up to the campaign page. The link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top, and you can click there, give as little as you need to, or as much as you can. It's $5, and it's all going to Canuck Place Children's Hospice.
Canuck Place.
Canuck Place. Is Canuck a slur?
It sounds like it is.
It sounds like a slur.
Yeah. Canuck Place, this really incredible organization. Obviously, the people that own the Canucks, but they do hospice care for children. So that's the reason we've been doing this campaign. It's a really incredible organization, and obviously, they're helping literal kids. So that is why it's a great idea for us to do this, and to get Matt nude, I think is a goal for all of us as friends. And to raise money for the organization. So, yeah, that's why. As little as $5 is great. I'd really love to make this goal, and I'd also love to get Matt in an art class and see if he could, take his clothes off for money, which is kind of the American dream, right?
It is the American dream.
Yeah.
And with that, I wanted to ask you a question before just getting into the live stuff. So let me just the questions from your backers. Don't look at the questions.
Okay,
let me
sorry.
ask the questions. So you got your start in 2005 playing Greg Stilson in The Dead Zone, starring Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes.
Pretty cool. How old were you?
I think I was 14.
Okay, 14. I was wishing I could be an actor at 14, and there you were doing it.
What were you doing at 14?
I was in high school doing theater. Yeah.
Kind of the same.
Then you got your break in 2006 playing Jiri in the television show Psych.
Yes.
In the episode Spelling Bee.
I was on Psych. I was a cheating Russian kid trying to win. Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's Alex in Psych.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, the haircut stayed, I guess. I decided to have a mullet, and they thought it would be a good idea. Wow. Wasn't expecting to see that.
Yeah.
Cool.
And this led to your breakthrough that everyone is dying to know more about, the 2007 movie Fat Like Me.
Okay, yep.
Where you played the role of Robbie. Can you tell us about this life-changing experience?
Yes, this life-changing experience was truly life-changing because, let me just say, this movie could never be made in 2024.
And it stars Kaley Cuoco.
Yes.
What's it like working with Kaley Cuoco?
It was really cool. She was so nice. I eventually got to meet her sister as well, who's also really sweet. But this movie was...
Was she nicer in the fat suit or out of it?
She was nice in both, David. She was very kind to me, and I was 15, and I'd seen her on... that was a TV show with... what was the guy's name? I'd seen her on the show, and getting to meet her was really cool. Unfortunately, my character was so mean. I think I dumped ice on her head, and I also bullied her little brother. So that was not my best point in history.
I think we have a clip. It was just sent to me, actually.
Oh God.
It should be in my download folder.
Are you serious?
It didn't download.
Okay, that's good.
I think you're lucky that it didn't download.
Okay.
There it is.
It was really cool to meet her. I was only 15, and she was super nice. We shot in Victoria, BC. It was fun. Me and my mom got to go to Vancouver Island.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was sweet.
Well, that clip is right here.
Oh no.
Oh, I have not had this much fun in the longest time.
Me neither.
Hey, Wildlow, why don't you stay in your own lane?
Sorry. Ignore him, Ram.
Ram? For real? Don't you mean like cow?
Let's just change lanes. No, wait. We were here first. Besides, I've dealt with them before. They're all talk.
Hey, dude, seriously, man to man, which cushion you pushing?
Better question, which chromosome you missing?
Okay, little boys. The adults are trying to bull here, so please.
Was I talking to you? Don't worry, diet. You want to do something about the pipe cleaner?
Yeah, like go back in time and slap your inbreeding mama?
What'd you say, Mama?
Oh, I feel so bad about this.
Going.
I think
That's right, leave now.
inspired because
Allie,
at the
wait!
time, Tyra Banks did this really famous thing. Do you
Okay,
remember?
no.
Where she put on she had these things on her shows where she would put herself in a fat suit, and then she would see how she got treated.
Okay.
And then she also, Tyra Banks famously also pretended to be homeless for a day to see that people were obviously mistreating her. So, oh God, that's a throwback. I'm sad and
Well, I'm
happy
glad to
you
see.
brought that up.
I'm glad to see that you guys could hear it. I'm going to go to some of your questions, some of the backer questions.
Okay.
We'll start with Starshine, and she's got a few, which we'll try
Hello,
to get to.
Starshine.
Starshine, you.
Starshine, you. Hello.
One of her questions on the
Oh,
topic
no.
of posing nude. If you were invited to be on another Air Kripke show and accepted, what would you like your inevitable nude scene to be like?
Well, I mean, once your dick explodes, it's kind of hard to. Where do you go from there? You know?
It's like climbing Everest and then choosing your next mountain.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've done it. My friend Rob Benedict obviously was also on The Boys, and I think he one-upped me because he played the guy who would, clone himself, and then he ate his own butt. So it's kind of hard to top Rob, I think.
And she also wants to know if you have a preference of how you're called. Is it Al, Alex, Alexander?
Big Al, Blue Collar Al. No, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll get back to Starshine in a second. Christy has a few questions too. Christy E.
Okay.
And she says, how did the idea for this challenge come about?
Well, the idea with Cajole is that you can raise money for organizations, but I think most people are kind of tired of fundraisers or just asking people for their dollars. So in this sense, it's at least there's a personal attachment.
Quid pro
to it.
quo of fun.
Yeah. And, thankfully Matt, excuse me, was on board. And, what could be the most fun way to raise money for a charity other than
Make your friend.
trying to embarrass your friend?
Yeah.
And thankfully Matt was a good sport about it. So, shout out Matt.
Would you ever put your own art in a show like Neo Noir or have your own Jeffrey Paris?
I'm not sure yet. I've been really lucky to meet a lot of artists along the way that I'm really inspired by. Jeff, my friend Arden Ross, Peter Rick, that I've got to work with along the way. But no, I'm just a fan, so I want to keep supporting them.
I'm going to ask two more questions. We'll give Matt a little ring because I know he's standing by, and then we'll
Okay.
get back to the final questions. But real quick, have you read anything good lately, or do you have any book recommendations in general?
I just finished Didion and Babbitts. All about Joan Didion and Eve Babbitts, the two really iconic women writers that were kind of super famous in LA for the 70s and 80s. I just finished that book and it was awesome.
Okay. Well,
Went into it a Didion fan and then came out of it really respecting Babbitts, and I'm currently reading Slow Days, Fast Company. So really stoked about that.
All right, we are giving Maddie a call here, guys.
Oh boy. I wonder if he'll be wearing clothes.
It's just image in image.
Will he pick up?
He better. There he is.
Hey!
Oh my gosh.
Matthew Anderson, you were on FaceTime on our live stream on YouTube. We have a bunch of people who've been supporting the campaign here.
That's nice.
And you guys are welcome to ask free questions for Maddie here in the YouTube chat while we have them.
You've got a Cajole backdrop and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a question. Where'd you get those glasses from?
I just got these glasses, and you're just gonna start roasting me right away.
Are they?
Just like right.
Are they for your vision?
Real quick, can you guys hear Maddie in the chat? I don't see his audio, so let me just check the settings real quick.
Alex.
Yes.
You can hear me.
1 second.
We can hear you. We just want to make sure the people watching can.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that the audio.
Am I allowed to drive while we do this? That's probably not smart.
Maybe don't drive. You know.
I'm picking up my dry cleaning. What's going on?
You guys can hear Maddie. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna close that. Thank you,
Cool.
Starshine. He's a bit quiet.
I love this. When you do this and then it's fireworks. Come on.
What?
Let's go. Yeah. See?
Oh.
Fireworks.
Whoa.
Yeah. And if you do this, it rains.
All right,
Give
cool.
me rain.
Yeah,
Oh.
it rains.
Any more tips you guys want for graphics? Matt's available. He's at Matthew K.
It's what I
Anderson.
do, really. It's what I do. I'm picking up my dry cleaning and I'm presenting at the UBCP Awards tonight.
So you're picking up clothes, but let's talk about how you won't be needing clothes.
Any clothes, actually.
If we can
As
reach
long
our
as we
goal.
make this goal.
We've got about 7 hours left.
I saw you had Morena getting cajoled. They're just dumping some cheese on her head. Why do I have to get naked? People are just getting glitter bombed. They're getting a little cheese in their hair. I have to fully disrobe in front of a group of strangers who are going to draw me.
Well, I mean, it's what we all want, you know?
I don't know if anybody wants it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
My friend was like, I want that, actually.
Well, you know, Matt, it's a great cause, you know?
We were thinking about flying up there just to be part of the class.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing.
Arden says he wants to come into class as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Arden's like a legit artist, so that's good.
Arden's in my backyard watching the dog.
Is he sitting in the hot tub right now?
No.
No.
I
Oh,
would,
no.
Maybe.
Not yet.
I would be.
Well,
So what's up, guys? What are we doing? Are we just hanging out?
yeah, we're spending a couple minutes talking to the backers, thanking everybody, asking some of their questions, their exclusive backer opportunity questions here.
Yeah, I actually just had a meeting with Tracy from the Canucks Place Children's Hospice. They're doing a lighting of the house next week that I'm going to go to, and honestly, in all seriousness, it's just such an amazing place, and the work that they do there. All the kids there are ultimately terminal, and it's just about creating memories for the families and easing the the challenging stuff that they have to go through. All these kids have been born with all kinds of issues and debilitating issues that a lot of the times the parents are surprised and they didn't even know it was going to happen, and it's just it's such an amazing place. So any work towards supporting that. It's called Canucks Place, so a lot of people think the hockey team pays for everything, and that's not the case. They only pay for about 30%, and the rest of the funding is private. So it's actually a charity that means a lot to me. Not to be a downer, but it's
this is what we want people to know.
This is perfect, because obviously there's some tongue-in-cheek aspects of what we're doing, but it's a very real charity, and it's important. And you've been there. You've actually toured the place, right?
Yeah.
And these kids, they're given the news that their lives are ending. Their parents are given these news. Their siblings are given this news, and they're given a chance to enjoy those moments they still have together.
Yeah, it's really about creating happy moments with the families as much as possible. Doing outings, they go on field trips. There's music programs. There's obviously a ton of support. Once they get the diagnosis. But what I didn't know is that they're I was thinking, maybe they're there for 6 months or something like that. The standard time that a child is in the program from the time they get diagnosed till the end of sort of what is 7 years. So
wow.
it's just
that's a lot of time to feel a lot of emotion.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then also there's
they do amazing work.
There's the care they give to families even after the kids are no longer with them.
Exactly. And the siblings, that was another thing that I didn't really know about is imagine if this was you were in a family where this was your sibling, and like how much energy would have to go to that sibling, and so a lot of that is also helping the siblings through it, the family, and yeah, after the people after the kids pass, like therapy. It's just it's a world that I didn't really know about, and I am so glad that I was introduced to it, and that I just like I'm aware of it now. We did a fundraiser a few months ago. We raised like 20 grand, and I think it's still counting because there's some online stuff that's going, but anything helps. A lot of the funding goes into research and just finding ways to deal, because these are all really rare, crazy diseases that not a lot of people have, and they're all sort of learning how to deal with them. It's just it's wild, and also it just makes you so grateful for being able to just move around in the world and not have to deal with that stuff. Like it would be so hard as a kid. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should invite them to your art class too.
Yeah, I'm sure they.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to have kids come in and.
No, I was drawing. I was 8 years old drawing nude models.
What?
Yeah, I was a young artist in New York, and I would go to the National Institute of Design and draw.
By the way, happy belated birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
I had a birthday. Yeah. We all do though, so I don't really care. But thank you. That's very kind of you. And thank you for what you're doing, though.
Yeah,
thank
man.
you for what you're willing to do
for the kids
for such a great cause.
It's honestly very brave of you, because I'm you did
We're already figuring out what the reverse cajole for you is going to be. So yeah, get prepared.
Okay.
I won't make it involve nudity though.
Well, a lot of people were asking.
Everyone's already seen your penis explode on live television, so I don't know why you're actually weird about that, because you've really shown it all in like a very explosive, exciting way on Gen V. But that was a fake penis.
Yeah, it was not my real penis did not explode.
No. That was an exciting day when I got that FaceTime, when Alex was like, I need to pick a fake penis right now to explode on television.
Little known fact, Matt did help me pick my fake penis.
I remember this because I was on a group thread that was talking about this. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, hey man, I don't know how to ask you this, but like, I need you to like look at some fake dicks for me today.
I can't see the side. Like, put it up next to your hand.
Yeah, give me some perspective.
Did you get to keep the prop when it was blown up afterwards?
They did not let me keep the penis.
So it might be available for auction one day, is what we're saying.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I thought Rufus should have a micro penis, like a really tiny.
That's what I thought too.
I thought that would be a really good character choice, but I guess you were really holding on to it in that shot, and that might have been more difficult.
That's not what was happening. So. What happened?
I remember it anyway.
You and I were on the same page. We're like, Rufus should have a micro penis for sure. That should be. It should be like. You gotta, like very small. But they'd already made a micro penis joke earlier that season, so they told me that the micro penis was out, which was very disappointing for me.
You can't have 2 micro penises in one season of Gen V.
Once you make one micro penis joke, it's kind of it.
It's it. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
How many micros can you take? A couple?
Oh my gosh. You know what, dude? I had a really, really weird dream the other day about Supernatural, and we were sitting around with Jared and Jensen coming up with concepts for season 20. And I was like, I think the kid should not be like, he's like, I don't want to be God anymore. And then he's got to like hand it off to Jared and Jensen, and they look at each other and they just like flip a coin to see like who's going to become God and like take over the job from you. I have this like vivid dream. It just happened like 2 days ago. It was super weird. And we were like workshopping ideas for like.
Sorry, are you pitching season 20 of Supernatural right now?
I think I might be.
Okay.
It's bound to come back one day.
It's got to, right?
Season 16 will happen.
It was too successful not to.
Yeah.
At least a Christmas movie. You could be in a beard. You could be all like
Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Did we just start something?
Oh God.
Come on.
A very supernatural Christmas.
Like, who doesn't want that, honestly?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Thank you.
We'll let you go, but we wanted to.
That's it. Okay, yeah. So, I think it would be really cool if you guys came up. Obviously, I'd love to see both of you in person, and Arden would, if he's going to come in and do it for real, I'd love him to be doing something on a grand scale.
Well, the highest backer
He
gets
does big pisses.
the highest backer gets the piece. So there's a leaderboard, everyone. If you don't know how it works, it's sort of a mystery of how much people have gave. But every time you give, it gets added to your tab, and whoever gave the most at the end of the campaign wins the perk, the leaderboard perk. So there's a shot to get that art.
My parents have bid on this, and I'm begging this not to be in my house. No, my dad bid on this.
Thank you, Mr. Calvert.
Yeah.
Erica wants a piece as well, so she'll probably throw some in there. But do we have any questions from the cajolers out there?
I don't think for you, but we have more questions for Alex for sure, which we should probably go through. You're welcome to listen to them.
Or you can go get your dry cleaning.
I'll drive around the corner.
This is so dangerous. Don't drive. Don't drive and FaceTime.
I'm like, I was illegally pulled over to get my dry cleaning.
We'll let you go, Matt. Thank you. We'll let you go.
Okay. Great to see you guys. Once again, thank you everyone who's donating. Hopefully we reach the mark and we get to do all this because I think it would be really fun. And as I said, it's an amazing charity. And just thank you everybody. I know it's the holidays are coming up and it's time to give. And people who have an opportunity to do that, I hope they do. And I'm very grateful because people need it. So thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, guys. Love you guys.
Miss you.
Bye. All right, so that was Matt. Let me take that off the screen. So we talked about you posing nude and what you like to be called. Here's a question. What was the thought process when getting hired on as Jack Klein, being 27 years old, playing a character that's interpreted as a 17-year-old, but actually showing up on screen as not even 7 hours old?
Okay.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
That's from Starshine.
Well, thanks, Starshine you. I guess I was just nervous. I wanted to represent the character well. I didn't want to get fired. I kept thinking about what it would be like to be brand new to the world and be so curious about anything and everything. So that kind of was the mindset behind playing Jack Klein, was just how could everything be fresh and new, and seeing everything for the first time was kind of the thing I was focusing on. Almost as if like you were in like a uncontacted tribe. You see the helicopter fly over and they, throw things. I kind of thought, how would that be to live? So, yeah.
That's pretty deep. Speaking of deep, Carlotta is asking a question that you sort of touched on earlier, but what's the most impactful read that had the most impact on you in the year 2024?
It might have been late 2023 I read it, but Stolen Focus by Jonathan Hari is a really fantastic book, and it's all about our relationship with technology, our phones, obviously, and how we can kind of rewire our brains where we're, constantly being inundated with TikToks and 30-second clips and live streams, and how to, rethink that way.
I can't even function anymore without my phone.
It's bad.
Melissa V. I'm not even screening these questions. They're just getting asked raw.
It's great. The way. It's great.
First, hope you guys meet the goal for this. Thank you. And how did you come about this idea? Did we say that already?
No,
let's just touch on it again.
Yeah. What would be the most entertaining way to raise money for a fantastic charity? Yeah. And, I think our relationship with our friends, you always want to see them kind of do some little goofy.
That's fun. The thing about Cajole. It's like, you could start a GoFundMe for them, but it's just another cause that's just asking for money. But now, let's say, hey, let's be the jester a little bit. We'll give you a little fun, something a little silly.
Little incentive.
And we'll still get to support it in the same way. So with Cajole, you sort of can say, hey, you come up with the challenge for your friend, or even someone you don't know, someone who's a known celebrity. If you can raise enough money and convince them, cajole them to do it, you might just have a win-win. You're getting, Johnny Knoxville to do another stunt that he wasn't planning on doing, and you're raising money for cancer research. That's sort of the concept.
Don't make Johnny Knoxville.
Poor guy. Let's let him retire. But it's great. So you're like, all right, our mutual friend Matt was a great target to be like, let's put him in an uncomfortable position and make him do it, because if he says no, he's letting down a very good cause.
You can't let down the kids.
You can't let down the kids. Yeah. And that's the fun of Cajole. For us, too.
Yeah, of course. I really would like this to happen, so anything helps, honestly.
Okay, Starshine had a great question. While I was Chad in the package, what was your reaction to seeing your parts of the script?
Oh, it was really fun. You know, I got to be an asshole boyfriend who's loves to vape and be a douchebag, and I just thought that was fun because I really try not to be a douchebag in real life. So it's nice to get to play these absolute lunatics on screen and then go home and be a decent person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides Gen V, are there any projects you work on lately that you want to talk about that you can tease? Are you allowed to say what you were doing in Toronto recently, or no? So I can't tell you that, but that is a tease.
Yeah. No.
That's a tease.
Sure. Yeah.
He just did something in Toronto. What was it?
We don't know. We'll never know. We'll know in a year.
But are there any updates on Dark Tide or Double Exposure?
Yeah, Dark Tide, we are changing the script and we're applying for funding in February. So hopefully we'll be shooting by next year.
I wish I was Canadian because I'm a filmmaker, guys, and I live in America where they don't pay for your movies.
It's not exactly.
And I'm not allowed to go up there because I'm not Canadian, and they won't give me a chance.
Well, that's your fault.
That's very cool, though. So you're applying in February.
Yeah. So.
And how's that process work? Do you what do you do?
I'm pretty clueless. I'm just an actor, so like I can barely read.
So by we, you mean the producers of the project? Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So what was your dynamic like with Misha on and off set?
What's our dynamic like? I don't know. We're friends. Misha's, I mean, honestly, he's been a big inspiration for me for even doing this. Misha's involved in so many charities and organizations and has raised literally millions of dollars for charities. So, I mean, he's definitely an inspiration that way to, to reach out and to actually do some good. And I know that that's kind of his main ethos is how can he, help people. So shout out to Misha.
One last question from Stephanie, and not from Stephanie, from Starshine. From Starshine. And Starshine, I don't know if you typed it correctly, so I'm going to say it what you asked, and then jump back to the YouTube chat and see if maybe you can ask it one more time. You said, do you ship any characters that you've played with any other characters? And if so, who? Jack / Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. He knows what it means.
Well, Jack really didn't have too many opportunities on the show to meet people his own age. But there was a great episode directed by Rich Spate and the guest star of Maddie Phillips, who's on Gen V, is one of the leads, and she's awesome on the show. So I think that must be the only person Jack would even have the possibility of shipping. Do you know what shipping is?
No.
It's like when you cheer on the character, like you want them to get together.
Oh, okay. So this is a term that culture uses?
This is the term, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Maddie was awesome, and yeah, she was so good on the show. Unfortunately, I thought that she was in love with my character, but turns out she was trying to feed me to her zombie boyfriend.
Okay.
As these things happen, But yeah, Maddie was fantastic. So yeah, definitely ship Harper. Why not?
Well, great, guys. So just a reminder, while I have you in the stream, we do have this arrow card that Alex is willing to inscribe directly to you. Sign it. All the proceeds going into the campaign, obviously. But we'll send it to you for free. If you guys want this, it's about $150 backing. The next person who gives $150 gets it. If you want it inscribed, just comment what you'd like the inscription to be. And while we have Alex, he will do that, and we'll get it out to you. It could say anything. Is there any limits to what you would inscribe on a card?
I mean, nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal.
But inappropriate's fine.
Inappropriate's great.
So This would be a collector's item. You could sell it on eBay, or you could keep it forever. But if you back $150 towards this campaign, we'll send it to you. No questions asked.
Some questions.
And thank you, everybody. This has been our first live stream.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thanks for supporting the campaign so far, too.
Yes.
This is a very important cause.
Yes, and we've really been trying. I've been on the Instagram. I've been, I'll do what I got to do. But,
it is all or nothing. So if it doesn't succeed, guys, you will be refunded on Cajole, but the kids won't get the money.
The kids won't get the money. I'll be humiliated, but,
don't let it happen.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I'm going to give a couple more bucks. I already gave, but I'm going to give a little more. because I want to see it happen. But thank you, everybody.
Thanks for answering my question. I'm at the mall and almost threw my phone. Okay, thanks, Melissa.
All right, guys, we'll let you go. Your phone's about to die. And